for having me over here and listening to something very relevant, very pertinent. So when I look at social media, I would like to classify Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, Snapchat as personal form of media, whereas it's only LinkedIn which acts as a professional media. So once that is very clear in your mind, I'm sure you will be able to tap the power of any kind of either personal or professional media. So taking you through the presentation, so I have been doing these sessions in quite a few colleges, and what I have been noticing that a lot of them have their profiles, and they are either after they post the sessions, okay, they are able to clean up the session, or it is also found that some of them who do not have the profiles, they have built it. Since a couple of sessions have been already done with all of you, I'm sure you must have at least made your accounts by now. And today, probably, okay, we look at how do we amplify it, how do we accentuate it. So here I go, okay. I hope the screen is visible to all of you.
Yes. It is not, it is just coming. Just wait for a minute.
Yeah. The screen is visible, but the content is not available right now.
Okay. So I think it is just getting loaded. So yes, our topic for the day is creating reach through LinkedIn. And according to me, the sure formula to do that is by having a very strong personal brand for yourself. Now you might wonder, okay, what is this all personal brand? So we'll explore today that what is personal branding, what are the how do I go about it, what are the do's and don'ts on LinkedIn, what kind of content strategy we need to have. And we'll go through also a live demonstration about how our profiles need to be maintained and how we need to do the engagement. Jeff Bezos says that branding is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Jinal Shah says branding is what your social media profile has to say about you. Whether it is personal or professional branding, it is all about how you stand out and differentiate yourself, how you position yourself, and how you break the social media clutter. My emphasis will be on a personal branding, and through that, how you can build a professional brand for yourself. Remember that it is all about earning your place. You all have a brand. You may have not realized it, but you have been cultivating this in ages, okay, in the form of your digital footprints, your word of mouth, and your career accomplishments. Remember, participants, today the stakes are very high. It's no longer enough to be excellent at what you do. You need to also convince others of your excellence in a subtle manner and take an active role in how you're being perceived in the world. Even the President of the United States and all the popular politicians in the world, the celebrities, they have their websites and social media handles through which they're conversing with the world and building their image. I have been working in this area for quite some time, and I happened to come across this book of unmarketing, which Scott Straton has to say something so amazing. He says, be so good that they can't ignore you. In other words, have such a strong brand for yourself that you automatically stand out in the crowd. And you do this by being authentic, by cultivating an authentic voice for yourself and showcasing your talents in a subtle manner. We don't need to shout, we don't need to brag about our achievements. We need to be very subtle about this. There are a lot of, okay, I'm sure all of you must have realized that there are so many fake people in and around us who are just so superficial and kind of absorbed in themselves. But when you have a strong personal brand of yours, remember that you can inspire trust in the audience. Because when you do have a strong brand that is portrayed on social media, it will reflect your value system and true authentic personality, which can be differentiated from others. The whole stream and area of personal branding is popular with the work of Tom Peters and the photograph that you see over here on the slide. It's in 1997 that he spoke about personal branding in his article. And he has something so amazing to say, that personal branding is a conscious effort. Remember that this is something you do intentionally, you do it deliberately. It is not something that you are swayed by the wind, okay, and it just gets taken care by itself. No, you are going to be an active participant in this. And you do this, okay, why you do this? To create and influence a public persona of yourself. How you do this? You do this by positioning yourself as an authoritative figure in the industry, as being a subject matter expert, or being a thought leader in your area. And all of this, trust me, helps you elevate your credibility, it helps you advance your career, and also increases your circle of influence and network. Ultimately, all of us want to have quality connections, quality networks. Your network is your net worth. So remember, if you want to have a larger impact on audiences, this is the right platform to do. Also remember that personal branding is a very ongoing effort. Okay, it's not that you see today's webinar or you've attended a couple of sessions and you're just going to attain it. You have to actively, proactively work on this particular area. It is something, okay, an ongoing process, a continuous process, and it definitely takes time. And something which takes time is always going to be sustainable and always going to be long lasting. Ultimately, all of us want our credibility and to inspire confidence in the audience. And personal branding is definitely going to help us. Those who are still not convinced, let me tell you some points with respect to LinkedIn. Set up in the year 2003 as a professional networking site. In 2010, they had gone for an IPO. Most of its revenue it earns by selling the information of profiles, okay, to the recruiters, headhunters, and so on. In 2016, LinkedIn was acquired by Microsoft. LinkedIn was also owning SlideShare till some time ago, but in September 2020, it sold SlideShare to Scribd, which is a content sharing platform. Remember, LinkedIn is your key to success. It is your way to grab opportunities for yourself, for your career. How you can accentuate and augment your online presence. Most of all, it's a resume that never sleeps. All of you would be preparing, okay, either to get internships or placements, wherein you have to submit a one-page resume. There is a limit to which we can mention that one-page resume. But when it comes to LinkedIn, with its established templates, we can create so many things and we can talk about our skills and how we can definitely accentuate it. All of us are looking for various opportunities like job interviews, internships, speaking engagements, or networking opportunities. LinkedIn is definitely going to allow you to do that. In fact, it is said that if you plan to study abroad, a lot of admission of offices in foreign universities, they will routinely Google your applications, okay, through Facebook, LinkedIn. And if you have a sorry state of affairs on these social media platforms, you could lose such an important opportunity. Why just foreign universities? Even the recruiters across the world, when they are screening candidates, when they are going through the candidates, they are looking at their profiles. They're seeing, okay, whether there is a fit or not. So I'm sure you would want always to be seen and you would always want to be heard. LinkedIn also gives us some definite benefits, okay, by having a customized URL. As all of you can see, this is a URL that I have, which is www.linkedin.com/in/Jinal Now, what does this mean? All of us want to be on the top of the mind of our recruiters, of our colleagues, or maybe even our company heads. And how do we get to be on the top of the head, okay, of all of these people, and even Google for that matter? It is your customized LinkedIn URL. If you type Jinal Samisha on Google or on LinkedIn search page, you will see that my profile comes on top of the Google page. That's one of the awesome form of SEO, search engine optimization, that you could get to do with this customized URL. And once you have that, you want to look different. You don't want to have an imitative resume or an imitative personality. Put this URL in your email signature. Put it across your business cards and resume. This shows how unconventional you are. This shows how forward thinking you are. So grab this opportunity. Next is, okay, how we are going to do that, we'll see in the live demonstration. So there is a possibility, okay, of you referring the profile of yours, okay, to somebody else. There's a facility for endorsements, recommendations. Let us take one by one. There are n number of skills that you can choose for yourself, but you need to be clear for what is there in your mind. Are you looking for a job, or you just want to expand your reach? What is there? So in case if you're looking to be a thought leader and expand your reach, I would advise choose less than 10 skills for yourself. But if you are looking for jobs and you also have those promising skills, then you could have, okay, say maybe 15, 20 skills. So it all depends on the objective that you have. Try to have a combination of hard skills and soft skills, and then you can portray it. Now, do not choose skills like problem solver, planner, decision maker, because everybody is a problem solver, everybody is a planner. Go for some hard skills when you're talking about Google Analytics or you're talking about C++, Java, etc. And after choosing your skill sets, LinkedIn will ask you to choose top three. So be very smart, be very careful of what three top skills you would want to be known for. And that is something which will be always visible on your profile when anybody visits. And in case they want to look at your other skills, okay, they'll have to click on show more. Not everybody will click on show more. So choose your top three skills carefully and smartly. Once you have chosen your skills, you will find that people in your network and your connection would like to endorse you for those kind of skills if you possess. Never ask for endorsements from your friends, from your teachers. Never be desperate about these things. If you're good enough, you will automatically get. A lot of portals may say, a lot of other workshops or sessions may say, no, no, you should go and ask. The more the endorsements, the better. I have always believed in quality work and not quantity work. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter the number of endorsements that you get. What matters is who is endorsing you. So if somebody very influential person, okay, if they endorse you, that definitely, okay, has lot of weightage than the number of endorsements. So be smart about this. Next comes the section of recommendations, which is essentially testimonial. So people would like to give a testimonial about you. Never ever beg or ask anyone to give you recommendations. Okay, again, don't be desperate. If you're worthy enough, if you're good enough, you will get the recommendations. And once you get the recommendations, okay, it's up to you, okay, whether you want to keep it or not. It should be ideally from some influential personality or some thought leader, and not from any some Tom, Dick, Harry or some hanky panky person. So be smart about this. Next is, do not enter into any kind of barter arrangement or any kind of deal wherein I'll give you recommendation and you also give me recommendation. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. No, don't do that. It looks very bad. Why? Because if I happen to visit your profile and I'll see who has given you recommendation. Oh, Mr. X and Y has given you a recommendation. And when I see you have also given Mr. X and Y this recommendation, it looks very cheesy. It looks very, very, it doesn't look good. Okay. It looks very needy. And you do not want to portray that kind of personality of yours. It's okay if you don't get recommendation. It doesn't matter. But never beg for it. Never ask for it. If you're worthy enough, you will automatically get it. Next is job alerts. And I'm sure some of you might know how to create job alerts. In case you're not aware, I shall show it to you. And this is such an important aspect that can help you how you need to tweak your headline summary, your about section, and what kind of keywords you need to keep. It also tells you, okay, about the industry trends, what kind of jobs are coming out, so on and so forth. In the live demonstration, we'll see that. Once we apply to a certain company, we would like to prepare for its interview. We would like to research the company before we join. So you could check the LinkedIn pages that are there, or on any other social media profiles also you could check, okay, what the company is, what its values are, what they stand for. It can give you so many insights. If that company has its own LinkedIn page, you could get to know, okay, who is working there, and you can get a lot of feedback. Sometimes students do ask me, ma'am, how do we know if a company is a fake company? If somebody does not have their LinkedIn page, okay, it raises lots of doubts in my head. If they don't have a proper website, if they don't have any social media existence, okay, these are all signs that, you could be defrauded. So please be smart about this. So next is, we also get to know about the career progression of people. So a lot of people, you will see, they change their industry, okay, from one business to the other, or from one industry to the other, or in the same company, how they are rising in their career ladder, how how are they doing this journey. You will be getting to know all through LinkedIn, okay, about people's profiles and how they are moving across. So how do I build my personal brand online? How do I get that reach? A very, very important question. And I would like to tell you, this has no connection with your social media profile or your online existence. Yes, I'm giving a very distinct opinion because I'm a person who believes that think beyond the screen. work well in your real life, then you can automatically portray in the real life. Why are we following, okay, Virat Kohli, Mary Kom, or for that matter, the popular politicians, or maybe certain sports personality? Why do we follow them? Because they are winning. We don't follow who is the loser. Okay, we may follow somebody who is losing, okay, maybe just for the fun's sake, okay, but we try to follow somebody, okay, who has proven their mettle, who has somebody, okay, who has achieved that. So please ensure that you develop, okay, your offline existence by working hard, and give yourself that kind of time, okay, give yourself at least 2 to 3 years time to build your profile in the real life, and you can get it reflected on the real life. In fact, I tell the students who participate in these sessions, think that every case study that you solve, every presentation that you make, think as if it's your TED Talk moment. And what is a TED Talk moment? Okay, all of us aspire to give this fancy TED Talk where we are inspiring audiences, where we are appealing, and we are, having a global reach. Want to prepare very well for the TED Talk? Want to give the best of the best presentation? Once you have that type of attitude in everything that you do, once you you from being an awesome personal professional brand. Try to be unstoppable, and then your whole online journey can be so easy, can be so seamless. Once you decide, okay, to choose a particular social media platform, like LinkedIn in our case, decide who are you trying to reach out to. Okay, who is your target audience? Is it the finance professionals, or the people working the operations segment, or HR professionals? Who is it? Please be very clear. Do not try to be everything for everyone. Be something for some. Remember the rules of marketing: STP, segmentation, targeting, positioning. Okay. If you choose to be a mass marketeer, it is very different as compared to being a niche marketer. I would suggest start being a niche, then have a target of being a mass personality. So decide your target audience. I am an academician, so for me, my target audience is students and teachers from premier institutions in India and abroad. It is also, I'm a marketing and advertising professional, so I try to connect with people from that particular field so that I get to know about industry updates. So you have to decide, okay, who is your audience, and then accordingly reach out to them. Also, rather than you always reaching out to people, okay, have a profile in such a way, have a content strategy in such a way wherein they also start following you. They would also want to extract some interesting okay, cues from you. Then there are going to be a lot of discussion groups, forums, etc. Please be an active participant. If you do not find a forum discussion group, create one for yourself, and keep it open for people to be part of it and have some meaningful discussions. Let's not be a ghost member on a like how we are on certain WhatsApp group where we don't comment, where we don't talk at all. We're just silent spectators. We may have all kinds of views, but we are not sharing it. Don't do that. Okay, be an active participant over here as well. Next thing is that you have to, okay, in order to expand your reach, you should not be a thumb scroll. Okay, you're just scrolling content. You should be a thumb stopper. Regularly, consistently engage in the content that you see on LinkedIn. Okay, like, share, comment, interesting content, and don't go for these auto responses. Well said, good, congratulations. No, add something more to it. Tag the person, okay, who you're commenting, and why you're liking it, and what is it that you are appreciating. Do talk about that. Build a voice for yourself. May sound difficult, may look difficult initially, but that's how you do. It's not that you send a connection request to somebody and straight away beg for job. Please mujhe job de do. It doesn't work out that way. That's the poorest form of networking ever, and you will lose your impression forever. In fact, I have connected, okay, with all your faculties, with most of your faculties on LinkedIn. It's through their post, and they have engaged in my post, and I have engaged, and so we have built this relationship, and so I am here today. Okay, so you have to also be smart about this. Also, remember the rule of algorithms on LinkedIn: garbage in, garbage out. So if you're going to like, share, comment, okay, some random stuff, some cat videos, something, Navratri videos or something, you will be thrown such content only. You get to be the decider of the content that you want to see. So be again intelligent about what you're liking, sharing, and commenting. Okay, so you have to be again very active on this particular front. Also, I feel that you should generally follow the thought leaders, industry experts. Now you'll say, ma'am, how do I know? Say, look for the management top 50 thinkers. Okay, you have names like Adam Grant, Scott Anthony, Rita McGrath, Simon Sinek. Okay, these are some of the names that I told you. Follow them, okay, and regularly comment on their posts. I happen to comment on these people's posts like Simon Sinek, Philip Kotler, Bill Gates, etc. And some of my comments have received more than 100 likes. Of course, their post receives more than thousands and thousands of likes. But I have been able to connect with so many people across the world. So you have to also be smart about this. Next is remember that LinkedIn is not Twitter, when people will just absolutely say anything which comes to their mind. If you happen to discuss new ideas, people would want to know, okay, proof of concept. They would want to validate it. If you're saying something absolutely absurd or out of the world, there might be minute thrashing, trolling, not like Twitter, but people will show you your place. So be smart about this. Yes, you can discuss new ideas, but you should have strong arguments and reasons for this. So I think almost a month ago, Cred came up with a campaign, ad campaign. Some people have liked it, some people have not liked it. Majority of them have liked it. If you are the person who has not liked it and you want to talk about it, have strong reasons for it. Okay, otherwise people, you could find a very, people may put you in your place, and you don't want that to happen on LinkedIn. But apart from that, don't refrain, okay, from discussing new ideas. You could do that. Some of the tips that you should be using on LinkedIn. Please have a professional picture of yourself. No mirror or bathroom selfies, and it should be a headshot. Okay, ideally it should be a headshot. It should not be that you're covering your full body, or there are 10 other people, or you're looking at left side, right side, up, down. No, it should not be that. Okay. So spend some time in taking a good photo of yours. Wear a professional attire, because the profile picture is the first thing that people see on any platform. Next is please, okay, fill your profile as complete as you can, because as you complete, okay, LinkedIn will give you a 5-star kind of a badge, which will be visible only to you. That says that your profile is complete. And if you want to attract traction for yourself, if you want, okay, people to search for you, you should fill lot of details with good keywords. No spelling errors, no grammatical mistakes, okay, which is such a deal breaker. Like, share, comment wisely, because whatever you do on LinkedIn, it is visible to everyone. And you don't want, okay, so say you are working in an ad agency and you happen to dislike the ad of your own ad agency. Your bosses are going to see it. Okay, your colleagues are going to see it. Don't do that. There are no such privacy settings as such, okay, on LinkedIn, that you can't show it to this people, or you can't. The moment you add somebody, okay, in your connection list, they can see anything and everything that you do on LinkedIn. Also, if you do not have, say, certain kind of volunteer experience, or you don't have certain skills that you want to show, you need not add those sections. You can always change, drag, drop, and do all of that. Next, follow the rule of 80-20 as far as posting content is concerned. Remember, self-promotion and personal branding are two very different things. Self-promotion is only bragging, boasting about yourself, whereas personal branding is adding value. 80% of the time, you should be posting value-adding content. Only 20% of the time, talk about your achievements or the things that you do. Try to keep a healthy balance. Also, avoid this daily counter of posting every day. So I've seen people, okay, who post, say, day 200, post day 201. Don't do that. Do not post every day, because it is possible that you may not come up with quality content. Remember, quantity doesn't matter. What matters is quality. Minimum 2 times, maximum 5 is a rule that you could follow, or alternate days. That is something you could do. Now, this is one image. I want all of you to decipher it for me. What do you understand out of this?
Appearance.
I'm sorry.
Appearance.
Appearance. Okay. What else? What is
information about yourself, like designation?
Okay, designation. Okay. Okay. What else?
Ma'am, in LinkedIn pic, they look more confident than before.
Okay, okay. What else?
Nice background in pictures.
Okay, very good. What else?
Looking professional.
Looking professional. Okay. Now I want all of you to shift your focus from the photograph to the text that is written.
That's what. Apart from instead of writing only supervisor, they have written the detailed. Uh,
Okay, okay. So which is better? Which is better, Ankita, according to you?
of course, writing it in a detailed manner is much more preferable.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, everyone. So let's try to decode, okay, this particular slide. As far as picture is concerned, yes, definitely the LinkedIn picture, okay, that you see on the right hand side. It's a professional picture with a clear background. Definitely, okay, amplifies their profile and their impressions. But when we look at the left hand side and the right hand side text, it shows two extremes, okay, two extremes. At one end, in the real life, they have not written anything. They've not even bothered to mention properly about their institution or organization. And at the other end, we see there is such a detailed explanation. But okay, if you look at it very keenly, the right hand side, the LinkedIn side, is an inflated version of a person. It's bloating, it's bragging, it's boasting. These are all signs of poor branding. You may say that, ma'am, we would want, okay, to put proper keywords. Yes, you should use good keywords, okay, to attract recruiters for yourself. But there is nothing called as a designation as a business guru. So do not oversell yourself in the headline summary itself. What you are doing is you're damaging yourself. You are over promising, and we don't know whether you'll be able to deliver or not. So be smart about it. The left hand side is under promising, and we don't know whether they'll deliver or not. Okay, less is better, less is more is the mantra. Times are different, times are okay, very times have changed. People do not want, okay, to meet, okay, people who are very narcissist or too occupied in themselves and who think too much of themselves. Okay, so please again be smart of yourself and do not write extra things that you are not. In fact, I've seen some 17-18-year-old students, they're writing planner or strategist. And I want to ask them, are you a planner or strategist of Goldman Sachs or Hindustan Unilever Limited or something that you're writing? So please don't do that. We all make strategies in our real and personal life and planning and all. We need not portray that. Okay, so don't oversell yourself. Okay, write something, okay, which is appropriate. Okay, that matches your profile or matches your current career goals or future career goals. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Next is please try to be as real as you can. Okay, be authentic. We don't want, okay, fancy profiles, okay, which are bragging about themselves, which are saying, oh, I'm this and I'm that. No, there are so many inauthentic people around us. We need genuine people who are okay to share or talk about their imperfections also. Okay, nobody is looking for something, okay, which is very plastic and unreal and so on. Then there are going to be some predators also that you're going to find on LinkedIn, and these are very different predators. Not somebody, okay, who's asking for money or email ID or phone number or something. Those also you may find, but rarely. Now these are predators who are interested in increasing their views to their post. They want to increase their followers. They want to somewhere, okay, get lot of traction to their post, and so they'll come up with certain posts, and they will expect, okay, people to respond. And unfortunately, people do not know this, and people do talk. Okay, they do respond. So how typically their post will read? Okay, please, just I'm giving you an example. Oh, I've mastered the art of making resume, and I've cracked, okay, so many interviews. And in case you are interested to learn this from me, please type yes in the comment section, or please type interested in the comment section, or please type your email ID. Okay, so they are saying this, and a lot of us, we may think, "Arey, ha, somebody's there to help us. Okay, why not? Okay, so many people have liked. Okay, let me also like this post and type yes or interested or email ID." You know what you have done is you have helped the person, okay, get their goal. They are never going to reach out to you. The funny part is they will never approach you. Okay, you have commented, seeing you comment. Okay, now your friend is going to comment, their friend and other friend is going to do that. They're going to become viral. You'll say, ma'am, what's the harm in it? How does it matter? It matters a lot. Okay, if recruiters see that you are engaging in such posts, if other people also get to see, they will think how stupid you are. And we don't want to be stupid. Okay, we don't want to be, we don't want someone to make fool of ourselves. So please be smart about this. Never engage in such type of post. Okay, completely ignore. In fact, you could unfollow when people use these keywords. Moving on, we'll talk about content strategy because most of you are interested in increasing your reach and how you can do that. First things first, okay, gather the guts and power and energy to voice yourself. Okay, it's not about just liking, sharing, okay, clicking that. It's you posting content. Without you posting content, how can it happen? I'll talk about my LinkedIn journey. I started on LinkedIn, okay, like I was in LinkedIn many years ago, because SlideShare made it mandate to have a LinkedIn connected account, but I never did anything about it. 2 years ago, in the month of May 2018, I thought, okay, let me explore LinkedIn, let me see what it is. I did not have a profile picture, I did not have anything what I'm saying right now. And I just spent 2 days on LinkedIn scrolling through the content, what it is, how it is. And I was amazed by the knowledge sharing that happens. I was amazed by the work that people are doing and sharing. I decided I'm going to take this platform very seriously. And then I deactivated my Facebook and Instagram. It's only recently that I've activated, because I was very clear, if I want to focus on LinkedIn, I can't manage so many social media accounts. I need to completely pay attention over here. So initially I would just scroll through the content. Then after a time, a stage came where I started liking, sharing and all. Then, I would read so many things on the newspapers or maybe articles. I started sharing that. But when you just share that, okay, it doesn't, help anyone. Then I started adding few lines as to why I'm sharing this particular article. Then came a stage, okay, where say something, if I read about, oh, Tanish ad controversy has happened, crit campaign has come, or Sunil Gavaskar has made some, a very adverse remark about Virat Kohli and so on. Then I started writing long posts about it. Then came a stage, okay, where I started writing big articles about it. So that's how, okay, I have transitioned. And in fact, now a stage has come wherein I have been invited by so many online portals to be the contributing writers and write articles for them. So you could also, okay, have that kind of strategy. If you already have an active blog, okay, you don't need to go through this kind of journey. You could directly jump in and start. Remember that content is king, but context is queen. So always, whatever you're putting okay, have a right context. So 2 or 3 days ago, okay, we know that Micromax came up with a teaser, and they are saying Atmanirbhar India ke liye, and they're talking about anti-China sentiments and riding on nationalism. When it comes to Generation Z, most of them have not liked this kind of approach. Whereas when I see people from Generation X, Generation Y, Millennials, etc., they have kind of appreciated what it is. So if you're going to write about it, have two-sided view, okay, to save yourself. Also remember one thing, when I say context is queen, remember the faux pas done by Sunil Gavaskar when he made an adverse remark on Virat Kohli, okay, by pointing out his partner and so on. Okay, so do not say anything out of context. It will be, it will look like below the belt attack, which will not be appreciated. Remember that your objective to increase your reach can happen when you create awesome content, which is highly creative, credible, and very compelling. Okay, it should be something where people would want to read again and again what you are saying, and your views should be different. So say for example, okay, you could read some news articles, and if you have a certain view that why the stock price of certain companies going down or up, or how this merger and acquisition is a good decision or a bad decision, or how this ad campaign is good or bad, or the celebrity endorsement is such a misfit, please do talk about it. Give your viewpoints. Just don't talk, okay, or just don't paraphrase what other portals are doing. Don't do that. Try to have, okay, start with at least 2-3 lines, and eventually, okay, you can build up like that. Suppose, okay, you have won some awards, accolades, achievements, do talk about it. But talk about your current achievements that you've gotten, within a month or within a week. Do not talk about an achievements that you have got 2 or 3 years ago. So we'll talk both of these things. Current achievements, do tag the institution from where you won it, the person who gave you award, any judges who are there. Do thank the organizers, okay, tag them, use proper hashtags related to that event, and put a photograph, either you receiving the award or the certificate. Trust me, such posts, okay, can become so viral and they can get so popular. If you've done some Coursera courses, you could also put that, okay, in the form of post. But just don't put, okay, did a so and so course. Talk about what you liked about this course. Talk, say, 5 things, 10 things that you liked about it. Especially for Coursera courses, you should tag the university, foreign university that it is, and the instructor who is. They will highly appreciate. In my case, I have seen, okay, that even those foreign instructors have responded, okay, to those posts. So you could also do that for yourself. But what about past achievement? Okay, you are somebody who has got a prize, okay, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, and you have nowhere put on LinkedIn, and you would want to capitalize it, you would want to leverage it. How you do that? Never put your past achievements in the form of post and then put a hashtag like hashtag throwback. There is no throwback on LinkedIn. All the throwbacks are on any other social media platforms, but not on LinkedIn. Then you say, ma'am, how do I do it? There is a separate section. I'll show it to you. That over there, very smartly, you can portray your achievements, and it will not even look as if you're bragging about yourself. Next is if you are attending any guest sessions. Okay, so I've seen IMS doing so many sessions. Okay, for all of you, please do, okay, talk about it in the form of post. Just don't be silent spectators or somebody who's just looking for certificates or somebody. Okay, you're attending a session. I'm sure there are 2-3 key things that you may grasp from it. Okay, do talk about in the post. Today I attended a session organized by your institute, tag them, which is the faculty is organized, tag them, the speaker, tag them. 3 things, 5 things, 10 things that I learned from it. And maybe you could even take screenshots, okay, of the sessions that are going on and use it as an image. If your post also have an image, okay, it again, attracts a lot of attention rather than the plain text. So use that as a strategy. Apart from that, okay, in future, when you are going as a guest speaker, do talk about it. Or if you follow the right forums, right institutions, if there are some sessions being done in their institutions, you get to know via LinkedIn, and do thank them also, okay, when such things happen. Tagging, okay, I've spoken about tagging a few times. Very, very important way to increase your reach, but the right kind of tagging, okay. So if you happen to talk about today's session that you've attended, who are the people ideally you should be tagging? Can anybody tell me? Suppose you want to talk about today's session, okay, on your LinkedIn, that I attended this session on expanding our reach. You want to talk about it. Who should you be tagging?
Ma'am, IMS Ghaziabad first.
Yes.
And second, the speaker like you in the show.
Okay. Okay. Next,
Abhinav sir.
the professor who has organized. Okay. Then probably your teachers who are also participants over there. You could tag them. Yeah. Yeah, Mansi, you're saying something?
Dean sir and director sir also.
Yes, yes, you should tag them also because they're highly influential and thought leaders in their field, and that can really help you get good traction to your post. But what if, okay, you are so this is this is for your own organization institution. Okay, this is how you're going to tag for a webinar that happens. Let's assume, okay, you want to talk about the Tanishq ad controversy. Who would you ideally tag?
Tanishq company.
You would tag the Tanishq company, okay, if they are there on LinkedIn. If they're not there, you can't do that. Okay, which other? So it all depends if you're talking positives or negatives, okay. You could tag the ad agency behind it. If they are there, you could talk about them.
Other media partners, those who are relating.
Okay, other media partners. Now, when you say other media partners, there are many, many media partners. It could be a very this is an ad which is released and then withdrawn. I would say tagging media partners would not be a good strategy to do over here. Also, for such posts, I see a lot of people, what they do is they will tag 15, 20 advertising professionals. In fact, there are some sessions they may have tell you, oh, tag people as many as you can. I'll say, no, don't tag random people. No doubt they are working the advertising domain. Maybe they are associated with the brand, or maybe they are associated with the making of ad and so on. But, when you tag 15, 20 people, you are reducing their value and you're reducing your post value. Maybe it could get little viral for some time, but it's a short-term gain. Be very smart, okay, of what you're looking at. Need not tag the rest of the world. Maybe you could tag 2 or 3 teachers of yours, okay, who are in the advertising domain, seeking their views, or maybe 1 or 2 advertising professionals that you feel will respond, because you don't want to tag somebody who's never going to respond to you. Okay, so be careful about that. I have seen some people say they're talking about random stuff. Okay, say they're talking about, say, motivation, yoga, mental health. I believe in all of these things, but they will tag 50 people and they'll tag me also in that. So sometimes out of obligation, okay, I have liked, or commented, but after some time when it became a habit, I had to tell them, please stop tagging me. And there are some another kind of people who do not want to tag. Okay, they want to show as if my post is viral on its own. Okay, I have not done any of these ninja techniques or something. So what they have done is, they have messaged me, okay, private message on my LinkedIn, and they keep on asking me, pestering, madam, please like, share, comment, ma'am, kuch to boliye, post pe kuch to boliye. And I am like, I clearly told them, if you want me to comment on it, please tag me, okay, and that you not random post. Secondly, you just can't keep on begging or asking. Don't do that. In a professional world, we don't beg. Sir, मुझे दे दो ना, sir, मेरे लिए please कर दो ना. No, please don't do that. Okay, if it's worthy enough, they will tag you. Then let's talk about the hashtags. Okay, how many hashtags ideally you should use on LinkedIn post? 3 to 4 hashtags only, or at the most 5. If you feel the content is so compelling. If you use 10, 15, like how on Instagram you will see people using 50 hashtags, Insta food, Insta this, Insta that. No, on LinkedIn it doesn't work out like that. Okay, 3 to 5 hashtags only, then only your post can become trending. And once a post become trending, okay, you will be notified about it. Please do talk in the form of a separate post and take a screenshot of that notification that yes, my post is trending. In case you're interested, please do follow. So people who had not read earlier will get to know, Arey wah, kuch acha hai, let me start reading about it. That's how you are supposed to do the tagging business. That's how you're supposed to, do that. And tagging definitely is very powerful. Apart from that, when you have, say, you want to congratulate somebody, okay, somebody has won an award, just don't say congratulations, sir. Congratulations, okay, tag that person and then add the, whatever you want to say, sir, madam, or something. You have to tag the person when you're saying. So I do that. Thank you, so and so, sir. So I'll tag them. I just don't say thank you, sir. So use tagging that way. Remember that personal branding, professional branding is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Okay, it can't just happen here. I'm sure some of you might have found my views a little contradictory from what other sessions have been done for you, or maybe what other portals say. But it's all about breaking the rules and creating new rules. Remember, all of you can be a trendsetter. And this is as far as my presentation goes. Do start LinkedIn, start connecting, start engaging, and be a unique brand. And if we have some questions, we can take it right now, or we can go for the live demonstration. So are there any questions right now? Would anyone want to unmute yourself and ask me, or should I directly go for the live demonstration?
Ma'am, if we don't have the content of our past too much, so what can we do in that case?
Okay, so I'm sure, okay, there are some certificates you may have. In case if you have photograph, okay, please use that, leverage that. But suppose you don't have even that, then I will show you in my profile that how some of the achievements or some of the things that you have done, you could write in the description part. But never let it go. Just because you don't have it, don't let it go. Okay, you could use it in some way or the other. I'll show it to you how it can be done in the live demonstration. Yeah. Any other question? Okay, I don't see any other questions. So let me go for the live demonstration. So I'm going to share my own account. I request you, please don't judge me. I'm a very small person, okay, who's, figured these things on my own and trying to do things. So just have an open mind. Okay, I'm sharing my screen with all of you. My LinkedIn page. Just let it is visible. Can you all see it right now?
No, it's coming, Janelle. Just wait for a second. Yeah. Yes. Go
Okay.
ahead, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is my home page, and since a basic session has been done to you, so I need not talk about everything in so much detail with all of you. But just wanted to give you a glimpse. In case you want to start a post, okay, you could start over here, and whether you want to make your content public to anyone, or you want to link it with your Twitter account, or just show it to your connections only. It's up to you. It's your choice, but you want to expand your reach, your content should be ideally anyone. I would not recommend anyone plus Twitter, because I feel first, give earn your traction on LinkedIn, and then think for Twitter, because Twitter game is completely different. So let's not do that. You cannot share an image and video together on any single post. That LinkedIn doesn't allow. It has to be either video or image. Also, you cannot schedule your post like Facebook. So if you have a Facebook page, you can always schedule your post for next week. You can do it today itself. LinkedIn doesn't allow that. There are possibilities that you can create a poll, but only if you're an industry leader and expert in your field, do that. If you're somebody who's just starting as a fresh, don't do it. Okay, do not create a poll. You will not get any response, and that will be such a sad scenario. Now, this is just my homepage. We'll just quickly go through and we'll see, some post, whether it has been done right or wrong. Okay, this is such a nice, beautiful image, of something that you see over here. This see more is a very important button, okay? And you should always aim that whatever you're writing, on LinkedIn, it should be more than 3 lines, so that then only there is a scope for anyone to go for see more. Because this, when I click on see more, this is an indication to LinkedIn algorithms that this content happens to be good, because lot of people are doing see more, and so it becomes viral. Now, Abhishek Gupta, he's a leading counsel in India for foreign education and all of those things, and he's probably doing an event, and he's an industry leader, so he can tag the people, and all of these are leaders in themselves. But when we are starting out, we should not do this. Okay. Plus, another thing I could have advised them is that whatever you write small, short sentences and then leave one line. Short sentences, leave one line. Okay, and they have used too many hashtags. Ideally, it should not be done, but theek. Okay. Then there are going to be a lot of promoted posts. Okay, depending on what your profile is, what you're looking into, you will get that. Then see, this person, over here has just written one line and two hashtags. Two hashtags is fine, but one line, there is going to be no see more over here. Okay, so nobody's going to click over here. So chances of such posts getting viral is difficult. Now this is one lady, she writes interesting post about HR and all, but it's not original content a lot of times. It's a random image, from Google, that is being picked. Someday it's about emotional intelligence, suddenly it is about change management, suddenly it is about marketing. If you're taking a random image, just don't share that image. Tell us why you have shared it. What is it that you are asking us, and talk your views also. Okay. So try to do that. And so this is what I wanted to tell you. Now, she has shared some external link on the post itself. LinkedIn will not make such post viral. LinkedIn doesn't do that. So what many people do that, in order to make their post viral, what they do is they say, please find the link in the first comment. Okay. But you will say, ma'am, aapne bola tha that there has to be some audio video to make the content interesting. Yes. You have a video link, external video link that you want to share. You should put that in the first comment, and the end of your post should say, find the link in the first comment. But then otherwise it will look very text, and it will look very boring. Have a image of what that video is as your photo, as a photograph. So there is a photograph, there is some text you have put, and link in the comment. That's how comprehensive post if you do, then the content starts getting viral. So it's a mixed package of everything. Now this person unfortunately doesn't know how to give hashtag. I've seen a lot of people do that. Hashtag, then they leave one line and then they write the word no. I'm sure youngsters over here know how to do it, but in case those who don't know, you cannot leave any line when you're using hashtags. No, you can't do. Hashtag immediately innovation hona chahiye tha. Then next is, now she has written start saving water for summers, and so many lines just there. The moment you leave a line and you start another word, finish. The hashtag loses its power. It will never come. If you have multiple words, okay, then each letter of the word, okay, should be capital so that people know, start saving what. Otherwise, it looks like some jumbled up word and it's difficult to figure out. Now, this lady has happened to follow Anthony James, okay, who's an influencer in himself, but he's not a LinkedIn influencer. How do you know it's a LinkedIn influencer? There is this blue mark, okay, that comes next to their name. Okay. Now, what is this first? First is a first degree connection. I'm directly connected to Dr. Amrita. Second degree, I'm not connected to Anthony James. Okay. She's also not connected, but somebody else who is connected, and so it shows like that. First degree, second degree, and so on. Then these are the auto responses which LinkedIn will give you when people do something. You can use that, but add something else. So if I have to say Deepak Lal, okay, kudos to you, I'm going to tag his name also again. Okay, that's how the visibility of his and mine increases. Okay, so that's how you do. And I always feel, okay, garbage in, garbage out. Follow good things, follow good institutions, follow their clubs, committees, faculties, researchers, industry professionals, and you will see the wonders, okay, that you get. Sometimes, okay, there is some absurd content that comes across. Okay, you have now this is not absurd content, but I'm just giving you an example. You could either save if you like it, you could copy and share it with others on other platform. You could hide this post if you find it's nonsense, so that LinkedIn will not show you again. Or you could even unfollow this person completely if you feel that they are a repeat offender. So that's up to you what you want to do. Never start your any post with a link. Never ever you do. First of all, link should be okay in the comments. And चलो बहुत बार हमको post में लिखना है, no problem. But never start a post with a link. There has to be a write up, okay, which people should find it interesting, okay. So that is what I wanted to tell you. And so yeah. So now let's go to the next section. This is a My Network section. My network section will consist of connections, okay, that people have sent you. I think Kushagra is attending today's session because I see a request, and that generally happens. Whichever sessions I take, people will send a request over there. So you could, I think it's very smart of Kushagra to do that. Even I do. Whenever I attend any webinar, okay, whether it is research, case, online, offline, whatever it is I do, whoever sessions I am attending, I will definitely want to add them. If they're very bad, okay, I will not get connected with them in future. But if they're very good, I will personally reach out to tell them, I attended your session and this is what I liked about it. That's how connections get built up, okay? That's how they will remember me. And people love appreciation, okay? So you should be very, generous and genuine about it. Now, based on people I have liked in the past, okay, this is the recommendation that I am getting, okay? It's a mix of faculties across institutions. I will always say add recommendations. Then industry leaders, again, based on what I have liked, okay, in the, or except in last few days, recommended people are there, recommended newsletter. Recently, I liked something, okay, on businesses and so on. So that's what I'm getting. Newsletters, then certain forums, okay. I live in Mumbai, so that's why people, living in Mumbai, they are showing certain alumni from where I have studied is what it is showing. The more you fill the data, more LinkedIn will tell you, oh, both of you were working here, or both of you were studying here, which can open so many insights for you. Recently, okay, I happen to like, okay, some publishing house, so that's why Deccan Herald and this and that, okay, is coming to me. So, and it changes within a day. These recommendations literally change within a day. I think yesterday I happened to like UK University, Sheffield University, and today I'm getting most European universities, okay, that I can follow. So that is very cool about it. So follow good things and you will also get good things for yourself. Now next is the job section, the most important section that you should spend maximum time over here. Okay. In fact, I would say please deactivate other social media accounts, spend time over here, create different alerts for yourself. Now, based on my past job searches for different sessions that I do and show it to the participants and my profile, LinkedIn is telling me different recommendations. Content writer for Viz, HR, marketing executive for Cloud Cover, technical writer. Now, why only content? Because these are the keywords that I have used in the past. Okay, this is the place where you write, you have to create your keywords. Please use good keywords to create good opportunities. Let's write copywriter over here. Okay, the one who writes text for this ads and make it very interesting and make it pan India. Okay, let's not restrict to one location. And you will see that, okay, copywriter, brand research, okay, I'm getting an so many alerts for myself. Now I have an option, okay, of LinkedIn feature. I want to see only those many listings. See, because it's 4,000 results, I can't check all of that. I want to know about all those listings where it is under 10 applicants. Now, what is this under 10? That means, okay, there are chances of you cracking this. What is the point, okay, in applying somewhere where already 1,000 people have applied? Okay, so be smart about this. Let's clear this particular, filter and just see whatever it is. Suppose you go, when you see an apply means this is going to take you to an external link, a web, a job portal or something where you can, apply. You can always save it to apply it for future. You can pass it to someone else. There are some jobs, okay, for which there is easy apply. And trust me, easy apply is really easy to apply. Why do I say that? When I click on easy apply, all I have to do is just share my mobile number over here. LinkedIn will make a resume of my profile and send it to the company. So I don't have this whole jhanjat, okay, of making a cover letter, resume, sending this, that, nothing. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to discard it, but you should have a good profile to do that. Okay. If you don't have a good profile, complete profile, don't go for that. Unfortunately, there are no connections working at this company, but if there were some mutual connections, I could have also forwarded my resume to this person and told them, can you directly forward to HR? Don't you think the chances of you cracking are better, okay, rather than you following like that? So it's up to you. But these things work in corporates, but they don't work in industry. Okay, sorry, they don't work in academia. In academia, we have to follow a proper channel, and that's how only, okay, we get to do that. So many insights over here. 240 people have applied. These many people are working, and these are the job requirements. You should always go through the job description intently and pick the keywords that you think you have, you can do, or you want to do, and use these kind of keywords in your profile. Why? In your about or headline summary or other places. So that when recruiters search for certain keywords like performance management consultant or say millennial consultant or say copywriter or say content writer or something, they, your profile will pop up. So that's how you have to out of it. And different job descriptions, okay, tell different things. Okay, always there's something else only. They're talking about UX, UI. Okay, so this is telling me, acha, this is the industry new requirement, and so I should somewhere talk about it and show it across. There are so many filters that you can use. If you're somebody who's looking at the job alerts daily, you don't want to see the same post and you don't want to go through this 4,001. So you can go for past 24 hours. Okay, play around it. Then experience level, whether it is internship, directorship, what is that in your mind? What company, okay, are you targeting? Is a specific company in your mind? What job type it is? Full-time, internships, what it is? Remote or, or you want to work from home, what it is? All of that, okay, you get to use that and apply, okay, when you are looking for, creating alerts. Please check it daily and start applying. You will, sometimes you may get a call, sometimes you may not get a call. And, it will open a whole new world of opportunities for you. Next section is a messaging section. I need not tell you what it is. You are smart. It's just like private messaging. But the unique thing about LinkedIn messaging is that you get a lot of auto responses, okay, so that you can do. So these are my activities, and so everything, okay, related to my activities, you'll see in the notification. So Bianca Joseph, okay, she was my student 2 or 3 years ago, and she's currently with the ad agency TWA, and she's done something amazing. So I had appreciated and commented for her achievement by tagging her and saying, so proud of you. And she's happened to like my comment, okay, after many, 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 many days. One rule to make your content viral or to become popular, whatever you post, be ready to engage immediately. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने post किया है कुछ and then after 20 days 1 month you are replying. No, don't do that. Engage immediately. In fact, I have a rule that most posts become viral, okay, when you post, okay, in the evening after 8 or morning before after 7 to 8 ke time pe morning mein if you post something, it has to get viral 101%. 7 to 8 or 7 to 9, because that's when people are traveling or going through their work or going through the account. Or maybe in the evening also you could do that. But be available to respond to people and engage with them. Okay, don't disappear. Now this is a post, okay, which was in which I have been tagged. Henceforth, whoever will like, share, comment, I will be notified. Okay. You have an option, okay, to mute it, unfollow it, whatever you want to do. Again, these are some posts, okay, which are, they have tagged me. Then this is something, okay, LinkedIn is suggesting if I want to read, okay, I can read. Then Gaurav Sharma in my connection, okay, has been promoted. If I have to congratulate, ideally you should congratulate. That's how you build connection. Okay, that's how you know. Then I want to take you through something. Okay, now yesterday, some of you might know that the institution of IFIM in Bangalore has been rechristened, rebranded, and renamed as Jagdish Sheth School of Management. And Jagdish Sheth, okay, Professor Jagdish Sheth is such a great thought leader, prestigious personality. So I happen to comment, okay, on what a historic moment, and that person, okay, has replied and responded, and so I'm being notified. Henceforth, I don't want to be notified about it. I can mute it. Then next thing, okay, LinkedIn will also tell you about, say, some daily rundown, some news, okay. Then whoever has their birthdays, who is following you, it will tell you how many views. Somebody, if they mention you, if your say some of my comments, okay, on Simon Sinek, or see, this is a post, okay, on Simon Sinek. It was something about leadership which I have written. There are almost 10 people who have liked it. So LinkedIn is notifying me about it. So that is basically your notifications. Now let's go to the profile section quickly. Okay, tell me the first thing that you notice once you come to this profile section. What is the first thing that you're noticing?
Assistant professor at marketing.
Okay,
Cover
assistant
picture, ma'am.
professor.
Cover picture.
Okay, somebody is saying cover picture, somebody is saying the designation. Okay, now a lot of times, okay, majority of the times people notice the profile picture first. Since I think I'm taking a session for you and you've already seen me a lot, okay, in the video, so maybe that's not grabbing your attention. But most of the time it's the profile picture, and I feel this seems to be a pretty professional picture of mine. And you'll see there's a smile and there's a eye contact. Okay, very, very important. It should look welcoming, it should look genuine. Okay, next is there is a cover. Somebody said a cover picture, background picture, banner image. Yes, it's up to you, it's optional. You don't want it, don't keep it. But if you want it, you can go to canva.com, which has super templates. Pick a nice template which matches your profile. And over here, I have added one quote of mine. You could take any other quote for yourself, but do give them the credits. Or if you're somebody who is a business professional, you could mention the phone number or email ID or website. Basically showing the call to action and so on. Somebody said they noticed assistant professor. Okay, why it was noticed? Because I've just written one thing. Okay, the brand SVKM, the brand NMIS, it's so important, so powerful. If I write too many things, okay, there are so many things that I'm doing, it will dilute it. Okay, don't do that. So add minimum things. See, I'm in academia. My interest is not to get a job. Okay, and in academics, we don't get jobs like this. Okay, on LinkedIn, very rarely. So I've chose to keep this. And if I write too many things, okay, it will dilute. But you are somebody who has really very powerful achievements, then you can talk about it, no harm. There's absolutely no harm. Then you can see this KJ Somaya Institute is visible. Why is it visible? Because I've chosen like that. This is where, okay, I got my MBA done. I'll just show it to you over here. And it's asking you, okay, do you want your education to be shown in intro? If you're studying from prestigious institutions, universities, you should write yes. Okay, you should write because it matters so much. Then you will see that voice recording. Okay, now I'll show you what is this voice recording. This is a feature that was introduced in September. Now, my name is something, okay, people call it in such weird ways, okay, even Indians. Zinal, Jina, Jinal, Jindal, I don't know what all horrible things that they say. And I will just off this and I'll talk to that person later on. Okay. So I want people to pronounce my name properly, not just for Indians, but also for a global audience. And so I have done that. You can also add an audio voice to yourself. But you can't do it on laptop or computer. You have to do it from mobile phone. Okay. And for that, you need to give permission to LinkedIn to access the audio recordings and everything. So you can do that. Next thing is in the more section, which is very interesting. You can share this profile with someone via message. Then how to create a resume of ours by going to save to PDF. When you go to save to PDF, based on your profile, your details, LinkedIn has created a resume. Okay, a ready-made resume where you don't have to type anything. Is it visible to all of you, this resume page?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think this is one of the most
Yes, ma'am.
convenient ways of making a resume. Right now, this is a 4-page resume because I have utilized all the space of LinkedIn characters, okay, for summary, for say for my experience and all. So that's why it looks so extensive. If you don't have so much to write, okay, yours could be a 1-page resume. On one side, certifications, basic details, and the others. We saw this feature of easy apply. I told you LinkedIn will make a resume of your profile and send it. It is through this feature. Okay, let's go back again to LinkedIn, but never send this directly to your, wherever you apply. In fact, for every company to keep on tweaking, changing your resume. Suppose you're starting out first, you don't have so much things to add, or you don't want to add the about section. Whatever you don't want to add, you don't add. LinkedIn gives you the option to add these things. I don't have a specific volunteer experience like from Red Cross or from Teach India or something. Whatever is the volunteer experience, okay, is at very local level within our samaj, within our community. So I've not added volunteer experience. Things which you don't have, don't add, because if it looks empty, that looks very bad. Nahi hai to mat karo. Simple. Next thing, do not add this open to work, okay, in your profile picture. So since 4-5 months, this new feature has come wherein you can say to the world, oh, I'm open to work. Don't. Please don't, okay? You need not tell the world. You just need to activate this button over here where the recruiters can see that you're open to work. Why I say that? Because it looks very needy and desperate and so on. And I'm really sorry if somebody already has it. Please remove it, okay? Write in your headline summary, actively looking for a job. No. You don't talk about that. So you say, but we are students. We're actually looking for job. Please write student at IMS Ghaziabad. It is a prestigious brand. It has so much weightage value. Please write that, okay? Rather than that, obviously, if you're a student, people will know that you are looking for a job, okay? It's obvious. Next is the about section. The about section, okay, is the most difficult section on LinkedIn. Now, why do I say it's the most difficult section? Because you have to talk about yourself. You have to talk about your story. I've seen some people talk about their story right from their childhood. It's up to you. I've seen some people write it in third person. No, don't write in third person. It has to be in first person. Why? Because this is your opportunity to tell your story to the world, to have a conversation with the world. Now, I am 35 years of age, so I have talked about last 20 years, okay, that I have done, okay, 15 to 20 years of my life, okay, I've tried to put, but more emphasis on the last 5 years. So you have to take that judgment call. Then, as and when, okay, I will age, and as and when different milestones come in my life, I'll keep on changing, deleting, okay, removing that. So please be agile on this particular front. Please be open about this. You could also change, remove a lot of these things. Then some of the things, okay, that I've mentioned over here are also down in the profile. But why have I still spoken? Because not everybody goes through the full profile. Also, if I have to judge somebody, okay, I have to just go to the about section. And about section is an eye opener about somebody. Hey, boss, are you really that heavyweight that you claim? Okay, how well have you written? How well you portrayed yourself? Okay, it is that. So that's how, okay, I have written, and I keep on changing it after a month or two. Next, not many people are aware about this, and it is so important. Okay, how do I add the featured section? I have to go over here. Okay, I have to go to add profile section, and over here featured comes. I have to add. Once I have added that, LinkedIn is asking me what I want to be featured. This is basically again a snapshot of you, your achievements, your personality in a subtle way. So first look at the tab that what we can add. You can upload any picture, photo, document, etc. Okay, from your laptop, mobile, or whatever you have. Any external link, you have done a TED talk, you have a blog, you have a YouTube, whatever you have, you can link it over here. Your own articles that you've written on LinkedIn, or your own post. You can add either of those. In my PPT presentation, I told you that a 5-year-old achievement, or there was one question that, ma'am, if I don't have full details, if you don't have full details, write it, okay, in the education segment or experience. But if you have a photograph or a certificate, okay, you put it in the feature. Now, this is my roll of honor, my the gold medal that I received from KJ Somaya, and my name appears on the wall of institute. See, I'm a gold medalist that has been mentioned in the about section, that has got mentioned, okay, in the education sector. but I was also in the role of honor, and my name appears on the wall of the institute is nowhere. If I talk alag se aise, it looks so much of bragging. So very smartly, what I've done is I had an image I have taken, okay, from my laptop, and I've put it over here. Role of honor, I've put that as a first thing. For me, this was also one of the biggest moment of my life, and I thought, okay, it can really accentuate my profile. Next is, okay, next article I have shared. Okay, this is my own article on LinkedIn which I have shared, and this is my journey, teaching journey. This article I've written in September 2020. It's just 3 or 4 days ago. I have included this in the featured section. But September, 5th September, I had written this on Teachers' Day. My 20 years of teaching journey. Now you might wonder, I'm just 35 years old. So how can I claim 20 years? Because I started my teaching when I passed out my 10th standard. I was 15 years of age. I started with a kids camp for 1 month, enjoyed it, found it amazing. Then I did tuitions in my college life. Then I did, step by step, I have grown like this. So that's how I was celebrating that moment. So some people talk about all this in their about section, but I have chose to talk about it in a LinkedIn article separately. So this is how, okay, I have taken a call for myself. You could decide, okay, where, what you want to do. Next thing, okay, I've shared my own post for one award that I was receiving. So I've shared a couple of such posts. Then somewhere I've gone as a guest lecturer. My own past post, which I felt, okay, were written so well. I received so much of visibility. It became viral, trending. So I've shared that also. You can check in the See All section. Next is the dashboard. A dashboard will tell you who has viewed your profile, and it doesn't matter who checks your profile or not, but it tells you insights. So you will see, okay, a lot of, okay, dips in the profile. So it all depends on what sessions I'm taking. Generally, whenever I take the sessions, okay, the students over there will check the profile. So that's why the visibility increases. Or whenever I write new post, okay, that's how also the visibility improves. So this is telling me, okay, this gives me an idea कि अच्छा ऐसे trend होता है. Now these are the people, okay, who've checked my account. Okay, Abhishek, Ajay, Megha, Ishu, Deepak. Okay, a lot of these I'm sure they are attending the session and they have checked the profile. I don't have a premium account, so I will not get to know about every person who checks my account. Okay, so that is one issue. But right now it's not visible over here. But there's something also called as private mode. Which could be seen over here that somebody has checked account in private mode, and you will not get to know who that person is. Now there are two kinds of people who check the account in private mode: good people, bad people. And who are the good people? They are the recruiters, founders, entrepreneurs who are hunting for talent. They check the account in the private mode to see whether the profile matches or not. They don't want to reveal their identity because then everybody will start following them and are job de do, and they don't want that. Second kind of people, okay, who check the account in the private mode. Now these are the bad people. Now why I call them as bad people? Sorry for the choice of word, but I think this is the appropriate word that comes to my mind. They just want to do panchayat. Okay, they just want to, okay, do what this other person is doing. I want to stalk them. I want to see what they are doing. But they don't want to also tell you, oh, I checked your profile. Okay, so they're weird kind of egoistic people, probably insecure or low self-esteem or whatever. They do that. But the funny thing, okay, about this private mode is if you check somebody's account in a private mode, you will also not get to know who checked your account. Okay, it is as simple as it is. Okay, it's a double whammy. It's a catch-22 situation over here. So we'll go back, okay, to the profile and see what other things are there in the dashboard. The dashboard will be visible only to you. Now, this is the post, okay, which I had made 1 day ago, and these many views I have received. And these are the search appearances. Please pay attention for all of you. This is the very crucial part. Now, what does this mean? This means that in last 1 week, okay, my account, my profile on LinkedIn appeared, okay, in this 1 week span of time. These many times when somebody was looking for some information, somebody was typing something, my profile, okay, appeared. Now, these are the people, okay, they are working in all these places. If I had a premium account, I would have got to know everything, okay? This is what the jobs are, and these were the keywords that they were looking for. And all these 3 keywords are there in my account. So I don't call myself as professor, I call as assistant professor. But since professor is there, so also this keyword is there. I'm not a professor of English, but still, my name appeared. So what they are telling is, you still want to improve your search appearances? Go for good keywords, better keywords that accentuates and amplifies, okay, and improves your visibility. That means those are looking, okay, to get that visibility, have good keywords in your headline summary, in your about section, and also, okay, in your post and your profile further. Next is the see all. As I told you, everybody and anybody can see whatever you do on LinkedIn. So please be smart of, okay, don't follow random things because it will be visible, okay, otherwise to everyone. Let's check the see all section to show you some things. All activity, my all activity will be seen. What I've liked, shared, commented, everything will be visible. These are my articles that I've written on LinkedIn. Right now, I have 15 articles. I have a target, okay, to write somewhere around 20, not 20, 50 articles. I want to create a content library for myself so that, people can get to know about my writing style, and a lot of collaboration opportunities can open up. Whenever you write an article, always have a background image like this, and you will see the views are very less. Visible is that if you compare the post, okay, posts get viral within an hour, but articles don't get viral. Why? Because LinkedIn algorithms are like that. Then you say, then ma'am, why should we write article? Now it's up to you to write or not. My objective is clear. Okay, I am looking for a lot of collaboration opportunities in future, and I want to exhibit my writing like this. Next is the post section, and I just want to show you one or two posts that I have written. So I happen to write a lot of posts, and I have a content library for myself, okay, for easily up to next 1 month, and accordingly I decide when to post or not. I believe in authenticity. I don't believe, okay, in being fake and all. So I have written one quote, okay, on your quote, to use their template, put the image, and then I've supplemented this with some text. You will see, okay, I have written short sentences, left line, and I've given 3 tags. Okay, that's what I have done. Somebody happened to comment on it. Okay, I have thanked them if they have appreciated, and I've also tagged them. Then you can see this author. Now, why is this author coming? LinkedIn automatically, you write 2-3 posts, LinkedIn will make you author. Okay, so just don't go by anybody, okay, who looks like an author and so on. So whoever says something, I have liked it, I have commented. Another thing you will see, I have also liked my own post. Now, why I do that? Okay, you write a post. So at least I use this philosophy for myself. I write a post, but one day I let it go viral on its own. Okay, खुद से वो visibility होता है. After 24 hours, I will like it so that further visibility improves. So, it will appear in your newsfeed. Gina Shah has liked this. That's how it appears. So maybe you would be interested to read it. So that's how I do. And I generally, okay, don't write just one sentence. There are, certain tags, appropriate tags that I supplement. So that was okay as far as the content. Let's look at the profile details. When it comes to internship and all, you could write in your work experience, write the correct details, latest to oldest. Somebody said, ma'am, I don't have a certificate photograph. Where do I write? Okay, over description section you can write. In my current new job, okay, where I've recently joined, it's mostly work from home, so I've just written this much. But in my past job, I've done a lot of things, so I've written over here. I could have written, I'm planning to write it, okay, in further short sentences to make it more readable, because nobody's going to read this big paragraph. Next is, when you're writing your education, a lot of you must have got certificates, awards in your current MBA degree as well. Please add photograph. There is a facility for you to do. I've recently completed, so I've added a photograph. I do have photographs, okay, of my achievements in my 10th standard or in my school, but I'm not posting that because it's 20 years have passed that I've given my 10th standard. So I have written a description over here that I was this, I was that, I've won this and that. So the student who was asking me, ma'am, फोटो नहीं कुछ नहीं तो कहाँ लिखे, तो तुम यहाँ लिखोगे. ओके, यहाँ पे जब आप इसको क्लिक करोगे एडिट प्रोफाइल पे, तो ये आपको पूछ रहा है, ओके, एक्टिविटीज डिस्क्रिप्शन वहां पे आप लिख दो. Do you want, okay, to share this thing with the network? I feel education updates दुनिया को नहीं बताने चाहिए. Job updates, okay, you can tell the world, not a harm. If you've got any Coursera certifications, any long-term certifications, please write full details and share it over here. Don't write about one-day seminars, webinars. That doesn't look good. Also, don't write 25 licenses, certifications, Coursera, and all that. Choose any top 10. Okay, I've done many Coursera certifications in lockdown, but I've not posted all of that because it will dilute whatever I have. Okay, so don't overdo it. Skills, as I told you, top 3 skills will be visible. To look for more skills, you have to click show more. You can always add new skills. You want more visibility for yourself, more recruiters to find you, write appropriate keywords, skill sets, okay, from the job alerts description. You can take a skill quiz, but this is only for hard skills like Java, C++, etc. Next is honors, etc. Okay, that's up to you. The interest, that's up to you. You want to create a company page for yourself, you go to the work section. LinkedIn learning courses are there. They are free for 1 month, thereafter they are paid. Then a company page over here down, okay, you could create. And these are all B2B solutions, okay, not directly useful to us. And a lot of these details you can use only when you have premium account or you have to pay something special for that. So this is as far as the live demonstration goes. I hope you found it useful. I hope I was able to do justice. Since you've already been exposed to this platform, I'm sure you know a lot of things. I just try to give the best of what I know. I'm open for any kind of questions right now.
Ma'am, what is the use of LinkedIn Premium?
Okay. So LinkedIn Premium comes for approximately 25,000 rupees per year, and it's very expensive, and you get to know whoever visits your profile. So accordingly, you can network with them. It gives you sometimes salary insights. Sometimes when you're applying for jobs, it can also give you a comparative view, okay, of other applicants. It won't tell you who are the applicants, but it will tell you how your profile fares better with respect to their profile. So that's how it helps you. According to me, if you're a fresher, if you're starting off new, you don't need LinkedIn Premium. Probably you will need LinkedIn Premium when you're 30 plus, 40 plus, where the kind of networking that happens at that age is very different. So at that time, you could choose to have a LinkedIn for a premium for yourself.
I would request the participant to ask just a few questions because I'm just going to invite only the last 2 questions. That's maximum because the rest of the classes have been scheduled from 1:45 onwards. So only last 2 questions. If anybody is having, he or she can ask.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Ronak here.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, these connections I'm talking about, so the connections that we create in our LinkedIn ID, so are these connections create an impact in the LinkedIn ID? Because if I'm connecting to a lot of professors, a lot of CEOs and managing directors, which is for the area of my interest, but other than that, if I also connect to different area of interest, which is not for my interest, but still I want to join them, means to show in my LinkedIn profile. So will it create an impact in my LinkedIn ID, something like that?
Okay, the number of connections won't actually matter because these days anybody and everybody using some hacks can increase their follower list. The quality connections will matter. Okay, the quality people, yes, it does matter. It definitely matters a lot. So always go for such quality connections.
Okay. The last question is from Dr. Surabhi. I suppose Surabhi Singh just wrote that, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, as you have spoken about the Tanish controversial ad, I would like to ask that is it okay to share or put your point of view over these controversial things, as I believe that it would be not to depict a good impression to the recruiter. Please explain.
Okay, thank you for this question. Now, there are 2 ways of looking at it. One is, okay, to have a voice for yourself and standing by it. And secondly, okay, when there are certain inflammatory topics like this, it is better, okay, to stay away because you do not want to attract unnecessary attention for yourself. But if you are somebody, okay, who really want to support the industry professionals, okay, no, this was the right ad and it should not have been withdrawn or it has been misunderstood or whatever it is, it's up to you. Okay, I think whatever you do, one should stay strong and stand up for yourself. Tanish did a mistake of withdrawing the ad, okay, and that makes them look weak. They should have not done that. Ad banaya, criticism mila to mila, brand value kam hua to hua, but they withdrawing it shows their weakness. So similarly, it's up to you. You need to have strong reasons as to why you are saying something. Okay, just not because, oh, I didn't like it. No, tell why. Okay, and be open to justify. So there might be some who may like it, there might be some who may not like it. But if you're not very confident, stay away from such inflammatory topics.
Okay, so that comes the end of this session. I would, on the behalf of the IMS Ghaziabad.
Thank you, Jinal. It was very lively and interesting.
Thank you, sir.
Listening throughout the session. Thank you so much. Yes, Abhinavji, please.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to express my heartiest vote of thanks to Ms. Gina Shamisha to explain the vivid color of LinkedIn marketing and how it has been possible for you to create a profile on LinkedIn. And that's something with the basic objective of that, how you can ensure the proper reach to your expected or desired number of people. Thank you very much for this entire deliberation to our students. I hope so that because of your deliberation, most of the students are going to try the methods and the approaches that you have told and shared with us. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would request all the students that they can go ahead with their rest of the parts, or they can go ahead with the lunch. And after that, the classes will continue as well.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Janal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I
you so
hope
much.
I was able to justify, because these topics were already done. So I'm not sure, whether I was able to add value or not.
No. It was quite interesting and very lively. I mean, your second part of your presentation was so interesting. I was listening you at the same time. I was also following you what you were doing.
Okay.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, Abhinav, sir, just wanted to know, have you taken any screenshots of the
Yes,
session?
Yeah, I will share with you. Don't worry.
I will
Okay.
share. I will
I've
share.
Sir, in
also
case,
recorded it. I've
Okay.
also recorded it. If you wish, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so recording is okay. In case if you could just share these screenshots on your institute LinkedIn page, that would really matter. And if you could ask students to, maybe share their
Right.
viewpoints also.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, ma'am.